You know, what would Buddy do in a situation like this?
Oh, no, I just...
Either that or he'd get into the most ruthless of slap fights. Just
just like...
it's just ham bone him.
Your goose
Oh! He ham-boned too hard.
It's like the freaking Buffy vampire. You dance too hard, you get set ablaze. So welcome back, everybody, to Heart of Darkness. This footage is entirely going to be comprised of stuff that you see on disc 2, barring one thing at the end that I'm not going to show for obvious reasons once I explain it to you later. So, go ahead.
This is just a quick inquiry that I want to get out of the way, because, like you mentioned in the last port, by comparison, this is a much beefier video compared to Disc 1. Was there any reason why they couldn't have picked, like, a much later point in this to be the separation point between Disc 1 and 2 so that it feels a little bit more balanced in terms of length?
Cliffhanger,
And also, I can only imagine because they had that really beefer of a long cutscene at the end of Disc 1 that they needed to, buy themselves some time or something.
Yeah.
So, not the shadows again.
Oh, God.
That's gotta suck. Alright, let's try that again. So, now that we're back into this, and... Go ahead.
Also, I will say, displacement in, like... Sometimes it never really made sense, to be honest, in, like, the PlayStation 1 days. I mean, the disc for Final Fantasy VII and all that.
Oh, yeah, like... Well, because I know there's a whole big thing for, the city, Midgar, or whatever. But, like, Then Disc 2 and 3 felt a little tricky for me.
No, it's the fact of Disc 1 is half the game. And then Disc 2 and 3 are kind of like, for some reason, 2/3, two quarters that were put in the two discs.
Is it, because I'm trying to think, like, in terms of file space, there we go. We can't destroy those ones, but we can at least stun them a bit with a blast to the branch. Is it maybe because they had a lot of cutscenes, and so that cutscene data ate up a lot of space on the disc, or they were just trying to pad it out? Do you think for?
You know what? It could have been a cutscene thing because a lot of the cutscenes were in Disc 1. But in case you're wondering as well, it's no spoiler. It's over 30 almost 30-year-old game.
Yeah, dragged into a hole, your neck broken.
But
your head eaten, and the rest of your body literally sucked right in.
Jeez.
But resume, Matt.
Oh yeah, basically just Eric dies, and that is like the halfway point in the game, and yet that's only where Disc 1 ends.
Wow.
For some reason, my memory kept thinking that happened back in Disc 2.
Everybody does.
Wow.
Everybody thought that Disc 1 was Midgar. No.
Right,
Midgar is only like a quarter of Disc 1.
Jeez.
It's a beefy game. Again, I'm excited to do it for the channel, though.
Oh, jeez. I'm up for it, too. And then would you be up for doing a remake at any point, or nah?
Oh, yeah, no, definitely I want to do a remake eventually. When all of them are out and all that. I'm still debating whether we should do Final Fantasy VII live or not, but I think no.
Well, I guess probably wouldn't be for the best, considering all the fights you're gonna have to cut out.
Yeah.
To be fair, James wants to do Bowser Inside Story and Paper Mario live.
Because they're not as bad about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they're not as bad as that.
Oh, and to quickly explain this puzzle, in the Dark World, shadows can interact with each other.
Oh, cool.
It only really gets brought up like twice, and then it happens once or twice in a cutscene. But yeah, I'll admit I really do wish that there could have been more puzzles involving shadow play. For the Darklands. I feel like it's a very underutilized concept. Anyway, sorry. Back to you with the Paper Mario and the how we're doing RPGs live thing.
Yeah, no. Again, with Paper Mario, it's one of those things where, like, since I'd only have to really worry about the enemies that are along the way of my path as opposed to literally going out of my way to keep up. Uh-oh.
Oops.
Crap! Okay.
Well,
at first I thought you grabbed onto the rock's shadow, and I was like, oh, that's a neat little detail. Oh, no.
Boy, wouldn't that have been helpful?
So again, best advice I can give is keep the button held down no matter what. That way, even if you fall, by having the button held down, it'll prompt Andy to catch something. Also, I gotta say, this is pretty funny up ahead. I love this for some reason. Just the slapstick of, doing my business.
Oh,
Yeah!
that's just mean.
Rock to the face. Sorry. We are unfortunately on limited time with Matt, so I mean, okay, so when you tried it out, so did you see Completionist and Kid Icarus's videos at the time, or was it just like one and then you happened to see?
Oh, it was literally a collaboration. It was a
Oh.
it was a Completionist and Cat Icarus did the video together. They even have I will say the original video is gone. It's been deleted, but they do have them redoing it. And all
really?
that.
Okay.
Yeah. Their opinion has not changed.
Okay, fair enough. Also,
But-
Speiders, gotta run.
Oh, jeez.
Also, in case you're in case you're wondering why they deleted it, there's a little person known as Greg, who is the co-host on the Completionist channel, and they had a very bad falling out.
Right, because I was
Like
about
this.
to ask if that was one of the original 100 episodes he was willing to remake.
Yep. 120 episodes, mind you.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That'll do.
I don't know if that's gonna be. That's good.
Ow,
Oh.
ow, ow.
It at least
Thank-
breaks his fall. It also breaks all his ankles, but it breaks his fall.
Yeah,
too.
I doubt. I cannot. I forget the cute sneeze. You have at least 2 broken ribs, mister.
Oh, no.
And,
I'm
and
amazed
a bunch
that
of,
I'm amazed that Venus flytrap looking fucking thing didn't try to eat him.
Just right away. Nah, not all this world sucks. Okay.
a good 85%.
I mean, all of this
does.
game sucks, but you know.
I still think there is some. I still think there is still some quality to this, like the animation, the art design. Yes, again, that's why part of me would love a anniversary edition, because maybe they could give those quality of life improvements and things like that.
Yeah.
I love it. I love when a game can get something like that. All right, so now we learn about the spiders that they can. They can
manners.
That's
and they do
just-
that. And the thing to be careful is that if either my feet, if either my feet or my hands are in any of those spots, I will slip. Also, if they ever get close to me, I die. So wait, bide my time. So anyway, I'm kind of out of. Oh no!
Whoa.
He's trying to shake the ground,
That's just.
and he get
rude.
infected from off screen too.
Really?
Hurry. Yep. Okay. Just keep the button held down, and I don't think I killed him because I think it was off screen. Come on, get up there. So I already went through most of the voice actors and why I think it's cool. There we go. He's dead. And why I thought it was cool having their involvement. Yes, I will admit that, Matt, no matter what has happened, I will not deny the fact that I did use save states a couple times in this game, so it's far from perfect in terms of its difficulty curve.
And that's the reason. That's another reason why Completionist and I'm just going to call him his name, Gerard. Why
Yeah,
Gerard,
Gerard the
and
Finishist.
why Gerard and Caddy didn't like this game is because you have the grace of save states. They were doing it raw.
Which I can 100% see that I would have had a lot more frustration if I could. The amount of times I had to reload a save state in the final push, the final couple stages, yes, 100%, I could have seen myself being here at least another 15 to 20 more minutes of just dead time that I would have to just edit out. That I will 100% agree with. If I may, I saw a couple of PlayStation reviews, reception. So I was looking through the wiki. Apparently, when the game first came out, people still really much. Oh no!
When the game
slip.
came out.
First of all, apparently it still got pretty favorable reviews. Both it and the PC version did.
Is
They
there
said
really much
that-
of a difference between the two versions?
I think maybe one runs a little faster, but to that I'm not sure. Again, I'm playing the PS2 version, the PlayStation 1 version, which, I mean, I still think it runs pretty okay.
Oh, jeez.
I will give it that. It runs pretty well. I've not really encountered any bugs, and it plays. The animation quality is still pretty smooth, and the sound design is nice. But
We have not encountered any bugs except for these right here.
except for these bugs, we can
These
go-
are arachnids.
Okay, what about the worm? Would you call that a bug?
Bug.
Whoa,
Oh,
you
boy.
don't. Oh, thank
Oh.
goodness I was out of his
Oh.
range. I don't know how I was out of his range, but I'll take it. Stop. Okay, now it's just the bugs. Where are you? One down there.
Really bugging you.
Ha. So I looked into then some of the development release. So a couple of fun facts I can say while Matt is still with us, is that so originally, yeah, this game went through some freaking development hell. They thought it was going at first they were going to make it for the 3DO. First they were going to make it for the PC. Then they wanted to make it for the Amiga. Oh, meanwhile,
Doggo!
Whiskey!
Oh,
ah. Well, that happened. Anyway, let's keep moving. So then,
Just to remind you,
whiskey
I
is
guess.
still a thing. I mean, to be fair, considering how long it would have taken people to get this far, they probably would have forgotten what the story is. Wait for the lava. Oh my god.
I mean, how could you forget? I mean, poor Whiskey's on the box art.
yeah.
Right. Oh, that's right, he is. Cool box
see?
art as well, though.
I forgot
Yeah.
about the box art.
It looks cool. I'll definitely be showing that off in as we typically do with these post recordings. Come on.
Actually, that's
Stand
another
still.
thing. Like between this and Another World, it's like, when was the last time we really done like post stuff before? Like, it felt like for the longest time we'd just been focusing on live stuff. Not that I have a problem with that, of course.
Oh, trust me, I still have a couple of post recordings we still got to do. I still have my my triple deluxe footage, which had to be who had to be. Oh my god!
Christ.
Yeah, just legs sticking out. It's not.
Yeah, no, I'd like to note that this game is rated for kids.
They get away with some pretty creepy, some pretty graphic things. Please stop. My toe!
Oh boy. My toes! My toes!
Just the way you said my toe.
Like that was the one thing I wasn't expecting to die. There we go.
I just saw it. It had the same energy of, you're taller! How fucking dare you!
But yeah, so then at one point they signed. Then at one point Eric Jahi and them signed an exclusivity deal with
Oh.
Sega for the Saturn.
Oh, jeez, that would have. Jeez. If the 3DO wouldn't have made this game dead on arrival, that Sega with the Saturn probably would have.
Yeah, and but then unfortunately, like the game got delayed. They couldn't put it on the Saturn, and by the time that the game was finally coming around, the Saturn was no longer considered viable to put the thing on. And by the way, none of this is ever. This stuff at least is never random. Like there is a pattern to it. It takes a bit of time to analyze it, assess it. But anyway, so then they finally. So then apparently, unfortunately, even Sega's. That had to hurt. Apparently, since they couldn't put it on the Sega Saturn at that point, official Sega Saturn magazine said that this was now becoming a joke of a situation. And saying that unless this game changes, it's going to be very quickly outdated and outquaffed by by contemporary software. So weird.
Yeah, because this was unfortunately right around the time where such like 2D cinematic stuff like this, whether it be a platform or point and click, we're starting to fall out of favor.
Which is
Yeah.
a bummer because I still love old point. Go ahead.
Sorry, no, it's a random thing. Finish what you were saying.
No, I was just saying. This was just a complete random aside, which may become its own topic later. Was a conversation on a server reminded me again of the old Humongous Entertainment games, and I love those.
Yeah.
Part of me is very tempted to do this, but I don't know how I would, especially because
But-
the whole fun quirk of them being randomly set up. But continue.
Honestly, Pajama Sam would be like, it's like somehow a kiddier version than this.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
plus, the first Pajama Sam is on the Switch.
Oh,
Hey.
here's a quick premise to explain. Sorry, Matt. They apparently the Amigos need our help because they're not just flying so that they can get around. They're flying because they need to. Because if they were to ever set foot on the ground, then unfortunately in the Darklands, their shadow would finally be close enough to them.
Oh.
And become a force of nature in and of itself.
And
mean,
that
what-
is how they turn into those things.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, now
That's
we know.
grisly, actually.
Yeah, that's what happens to Amigos.
Oh, thanks, amigo.
Fortunately, they were able to peer pressure it to get out of there. But,
You're not welcome here.
Jeez.
But yeah, no, it should be worth noting. as far as I've seen this game, there is no way to reverse that. That is just, it's just very unfortunate.
That does.
So-
Yeah, that sucks.
So to prevent that, we're going to quickly go back to that pond where we found that magic green rock to give it to the amigos so that they can maybe get the same powers that we have. So there we go. And we just do a little hop over here. So anyway, now we're getting back to gameplay. Matt, your thoughts then on the what was it? We were talking about the puzzles, the timing of it.
I was just going
the
to say.
Saturn.
I was just going to say a random thing. I actually did rewatch that. How fucking dare you?
Oh.
And I forget that he kind of. Oh fuck!
Ouch. I'm okay.
I will say I forgot he kind of whispered it. He's like,
Yeah, like,
"You're taller. How fucking dare you?"
I love it. It doesn't even sound like Mark's voice anymore, but he just did such a fun job.
It sounds like a dehydrated Mickey.
I could see that.
Oh, jeez.
Whoop. So,
How fucking dare you?
get him out of the way, and now we're just this section is at least pretty short. We just gotta climb over here, drop down here. And
They could have made that just a little shorter so we could just jump, but no.
I know.
Man.
Someone on the art team was like, "Why'd you do this?" I can't erase it, dude. I drew it on the sketch layer, man, and we're screwed.
Man, I
to
hate
think
when
of
that
all
happens.
the little amigos we've been eviscerating throughout this entire game.
I know. It's the freaking Mario block theory all over again.
Except now it's actually made real.
So I mean, you're seeing this, right? Like that's what makes the combat annoying, is that they can just ignore hits, they can jump around them. Stay down. Do not stand up.
Man, I wish I had my gun again.
Oh my gosh. Just wait, maybe. Who knows? I don't know, actually. Just get the seat out of here.
You
Don't
recorded this
crack
not that long ago. You should know. Right?
It's called dramatic tension.
Also, I'm surprised
Fair.
that seat didn't get crushed.
Thank goodness. Otherwise, I mean, it'd be a great little hors d'oeuvre, but it would not have helped us. Push that up, and huzzah, we're ready. To
Magic rock for all amigos.
Behold!
Kryptonite!
Yeah, exactly.
So, what now? Oh,
Now we watch them fly around on caffeine, and we get to have a whole war.
Yep, they're fully energized now.
So, unfortunately, now we have to have a little bit of a scripted attack sequence as those evil bones are flying in from the background. And that still looks pretty cool. Again, like, I will say that this game was still, I feel, ahead of its, like I have not played From Dust in a long time, but I really do hope that Eric Chahi continues to at least, provide some, like, supervisory or, like, consulting work on games, because the guy has some really fun ideas.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen throughout this game, whatever jank there's been, it definitely feels like a interesting set piece for a whole game world.
Right. Alright.
Anyway, guys, I do have to pop off for now.
alright.
No worries.
Thank you for joining us.
I have one last fun fact to share with you, though, Matt.
Yes.
It was unfortunately canceled, but apparently, in 2001, about 3 years after this game came out, at some point a Game Boy Advance port was being worked on for this game. And there is still some footage of it that exists. I don't know why it was canceled.
Because it's Heart of Darkness.
But it is interesting to me. And again, I'm not against them doing more porting with this. But anyway, yeah. Thank you for joining us, Matt, and tolerating this.
No problem. Bye, people.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Be free.
I'm
free! And thus we
Also-
became one with the shadows.
Also, that would have been the joke. That would have been the part where I would do the jokey narration of like, it's like, thank you, Matt. No problem. And the narrator chimes in, but for Matt, it was all problem.
Yeah.
There was nothing. It was not a no problem at all. So, welcome to one of the longest final levels of the game, which is the Master of Darkness's lair. Because a lot of crap's gonna happen here. Oh my gosh, die!
Stop moving around!
Evasive little
right
goober,
there.
isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. They again, so cool, revolutionary to see their AI fly around, but it's so annoying to deal with them. Trying to dodge every one of my shots. Anyway, so welcome to the Master of Darkness's lair, in which we're going to be introduced to a new enemy, our last new enemy type. I don't know what else to call them except for maybe elites or regenerators. first of all, any normal shot can kill them, but then they separate into these two little brain thingies. And you need to blow them both up, and the only thing that will blow them up is a charge shot. And you need to be careful, because if you do not blow up any of those brains, whatever brains are left, they will regenerate into more of those guys. And here's the fun part that is, again, very technologically advanced for its time. There is no limit to how many of these things can regenerate.
Oh.
On this screen alone, I have literally seen 7 of these things because I wasn't able to shoot the brains in time.
That's oof.
And it actually becomes, like, suddenly 2 has become 3. And, like, that is when it actually becomes insane to deal with. Again, just pace it out, watch their animations. If they are going for a simple breath, then make sure to duck underneath it. They also have a breathe the fire spell. And the other big tip I could give for this point is, as much as I wish you could do it, you cannot charge a blast while you're crouching. Whenever you press that triangle button to charge a blast, you will always stand up. So make sure that there's no fireball heading towards you before you start charging.
Also, those liquidy.
It's like booger, like freaking like.
They're boogers trying to imitate elephant legs, and it creeps me out.
They do look like elephant feet. Oh, jeez. Also, I'm trying.
I mean, they're probably about as heavy as them too. Uh-oh.
Oh, gee.
Oh.
Ooh,
Now I'm being
delicious
torn.
leather.
Being torn apart. Thankfully, the checkpoint was here. Just gonna bide my time and head down here.
Now don't you guys go spooking me.
I have my spookin' license that gives me a free waiver to all spookums. No. Okay,
It also includes munchums. Don't.
Oh, come on! You and I both know those are two different jurisdictions.
Oh,
My
You know, I don't know about munchins, but I could go for a plate of munchers right now.
Did you ever eat that like chip brand thing called Munchies?
That's like trail mix, right?
It was basically like trail mix where they would combine pretzels, Cheez-Its, Cheetos, and Doritos all into one.
Oh
pack.
yeah, I love those.
God, those are so good.
Yeah.
Oh no, they've learned about the
man.
Munch'em license.
Crap, they've multiplied.
Jump
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, like, munchers though, at least around here, are a different thing. They're kind of like, I'm trying to think of like the best way I could describe them is like, imagine tater tots but infused with cheese.
Huh. That does sound pretty good, actually.
It is.
That does sound good. I remembered, used to be this old food truck place that was by my work. They don't go there anymore because, I'll be honest, my work's kind of gone a little bit cheap when it comes to that, when it comes to, like, the food, whatever. But,
No. Oh.
Alright, we're good. They had these things called, it was like they called them totachos.
Tachos.
But basically what they were tater tots, but then they would mix in like some salsa, sour cream, and some like meat and cheese, and that was like, So they're almost like taco style fries or something.
Oh my hand!
Well, I just kind of came out of nowhere.
You've been slammed by the booger elephant.
Jeez, I don't like these things. Wait for them to sync up. Almost, and now jump over.
Oh, that was close.
Oh.
Do not climb that ladder. He will immediately kill you. You have to come up from another direction if you want to. It's time to actually mess up and fall down here now by jumping. And
Okay.
put some distance.
Okay. Good to see that was the right way. Also, is that... It's a heart.
Oh my gosh, it is the heart of... I don't know. That's just a background element. I don't get it.
Man! I thought that was the actual Heart of Darkness.
Just grab it and be like, okay, game's won.
Yeah, finally.
Okay, just come on. I also dislike these guys because they're smart enough. The enemy is smart enough to get behind the big guys if they're alive. Jump over this. Nope, it did not. Okay, well that means we're about to have 2 of these guys probably. Yep, there they are. There's one. Again, just keep up the pressure. Do not let up for an instant, otherwise they will sit. They will smell fear. And whoop,
They smell fear, and they can just as easily taste it.
Oh, don't mind me, gentlemen.
all right, there we go. Jump over. Now that's important because if we were to drop down, all this seed exists for here, and I guess I'll show it off. What this does is, let's say because that purple switch over there that I pressed earlier, you need to press that, otherwise you would be locked. You would not be able to continue forward.
Okay. So this is effectively a failsafe.
Yes. It's kind of, I'm not going to say a Metroidvania, but there's kind of like different, Die. Where are you?
Come on.
I know you're off the screen. There you are.
Yeah, you are.
Die.
Probably the worst place to be standing, bucko.
Yeah, that's the, as far as like the lasers coming from off screen, that's the, I guess, big tip with enemies that I can say is, if you can still hear an enemy, it means they are still able to come onto that screen and do damage to you. So don't stop shooting until, drop down carefully. There we go. And that's important, because if I stepped on that middle switch, both doors would open. Oh, no!
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah, that was a little more than a handful.
Yeah. Okay, but anyway, you get the gist. Don't step on that middle switch, because otherwise both doors will open, and there is no way to deal with all those enemies at once.
Of course not. I mean, it's already a lot to have to deal with these guys.
Yeah.
Yep. Come on. Easy does it.
Like, this feels like something like you would be ill-equipped with just your regular hand beam powers.
Right, so, I mean, maybe we'll get a clue upgrade later. Okay.
We better.
There we go. Make sure to jump over that so I don't hit the switch.
I mean, think about how freaking tuckered out this dude's is just wielding all those energy beams.
I mean, this poor kid's going nuts. Which, by the way, I looked into it. I was able to learn that the voice actor of the kid's name was Mohammed, but I could not find anything else he's done, which is a bummer because I don't dislike his performance in this game as well. Like he's been a fun like. Yeah, that's what it is. Like the gist of this game reminds me a lot of like those dark fantasies, like you know, like Neverending Story kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's
There's
kind of
that.
what I get from it.
For some reason, what I was getting, like, not entirely in presentation, but just in terms of the story it's trying to tell and whatnot. And I say this because I've been recently watching a Just Stop's video about ranking the Bluth films. This feels like the script for a Dark Age Bluth movie.
I could see that. Also, here's a new mechanic we have to learn about for now: is those little elites. The worms actually love eating them.
Really?
So here, I'm actually using their regeneration powers against them because it keeps multiplying, which keeps distracting the worms. Now we do a freaking Mega Man block puzzle because why not?
Of course, a game like this absolutely needs that.
And jump, and we're good.
Okay.
Let's hurry and get through here. And oh no!
Oh, hello.
Oh, boy.
Pleased to meet you, boys. Also, hey, wait a minute. That's the little pink bastard.
Yeah, the one that has our doggo locked up.
Eep. Well, shit. Now we're captured.
Oh, at least we got our doggy back.
Yep, and fortunately, a means of escape.
Ow!
I'm sure he won't immediately notice.
Probably should have patched that back up.
Wait a minute! Get back here!
Note to myself. Note to me. Maim you after the meeting with the. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh,
That was a close one.
Oh, look at that.
go doggo!
And
Now
just
you
like-
have no means of escape, Buster.
Well, not yet. Hang on. Hang on. Not yet. Hang on.
All right.
Now have enjoyed the seed.
And we'll never see him again.
Okay, so
Also,
Now-
like, well, what's gonna happen with Whiskey now? Because he kind of just ran off, and we're not following him.
I'm sure he's gonna be on his own somewhere around here. Also, for anyone curious, so I had done a practice run for most of this game, but I will admit, a long time ago when I was trying to do this via RetroArch, push the switch, I didn't realize how this all worked, and will be completely honest with you. From this point forward, this was more so my blind reactions to certain things. I had seen this game played, but up to that point, I had the knowledge of previous experience to help fuel my expertise. Now it's going to be a bit more like actual panic as I'm trying to like survive all this crap.
Pandemonium! Damn!
Like, you do bother adding around a lot of it, right?
Oh, 100%. Just that, yeah. Just know that if I'm seeming a little more skittish, it's because I am now 100% in for myself in this playthrough uncharted territory.
If I seem scared, it's because I am scared.
Know that my blood boils with the fear and the anxiety to this day. Stop jumping. You guys gotta stop your shenanigans.
Seriously, quit bunking around.
Okay, now take care of him. Got the brains. So okay, so how about this? We're getting pretty far into this already. I can say right now that in a 2015 interview with Eurogamer, actually an important cutscene coming up ahead.
Oh.
Because as we move through here, somehow the little bugger got out of prison
Oh.
very
okay.
quickly.
And he has the green ball. He has the green ball with him.
Put that back.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh. He just destroyed it.
Tis a joke.
and that's important because we no longer can use our energy blasts anymore.
Oh
damn it.
shit.
We have no ammo now, which means,
We're fucked.
wait.
What?
Wait, why aren't they
Wait
attacking
for
us?
it. Because I guess they're biding the time, but then he used a fire, which burns that away, and
Woo-wee!
now we run.
Now we run for our lives.
Tiptoe, because
Oh yeah.
if you were to run, you would fall right through this. That animation of them getting close.
And all the others are literally tiptoeing too, because even they realize, yeah, running would be folly.
Crawl faster. We gotta lose him.
We're
not losing
okay,
him.
there he is.
Again, it's that Eric Chahi thing of have him spawn a little bit farther, that way he can look like he's faster than you, but he never catches you.
Gaming nerds in their natural habitat.
See, if you look above, you can see Reddit.
Exactly. Yeah.
what
There's
it looks
Reddit,
like.
and right above them are the commenters on IGN.
And down there, that was the one Twitter user who's left. And then
Wait,
as soon as I say Twitter, that's when the gang shows up.
Wait, what's up?
They're like, what?
And that's where all the icks come in.
Wait, I think we transitioned into two different jokes without me noticing. What?
I think so too. Let's just jump down here and get. Oh,
Oh, gross.
you have beautiful eyes.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
Well, we're dead.
We just
The end.
got just like the. Oh,
Wait a minute. If we're not dead.
Looks familiar,
then-
don't he?
Oh.
wait a minute. That's
that
right. He
Does
still
he?
has my gun.
And helmet.
And and yeah, freaking metal. I will say, freaking metal thing of shooting our way out from inside that thing to kill it.
Now there's a nice twist.
Yeah.
So bam, we have our gun back, and this is our main means of combating them. But I will admit, hear me out. This gun is really cool, but as you're noticing, it has like that little arc spread as it kind of wiggles up and down. Sometimes, especially with the brains, that can be kind of a nuisance because it will not just be a single straight shot. And sometimes that has been a little annoying to me. But otherwise, I mean, rather this than no gun at all.
I will say also, maybe it's just because I've been so used to you using your magic green powers, but it looks like, just going off memory, it looks like this definitely has the wider range, but at the cost of it doesn't look like it's dealing quite as much damage as the green balls.
Yeah, you definitely. Yeah, it's like you definitely you have to keep the beam on them a little longer. But I guess it's also I guess the other positive takeaway is it's quote unquote a hit scan weapon, whereas they could dodge the green projectile because it's a slow moving projectile. Here it is just a pure beam of death that the minute I point at them, they're already taking damage.
Which is, good enough.
Yep. So, back to that interview thing. So, in 2015, Eric Chahi said, quote unquote, that this was one of the most difficult projects he's ever done due to either working on things alone, working with a team of people, up foot, jump. The reason why I'm doing this is because any of these pressure switches would keep that thing up there, that little piston in the upper right, closed, which is why I need to kill these guys. That way they can't be pressing them. Jump, duck.
Yeah, these things are...
And this is definitely one of the more ridiculous scenes to try and deal with. And done.
There you go.
And yes, this is where I remember Aaron Hansen and Game Grumps got frustrated. If I were to die at any point right now on this screen or the one that I just left, I would be respawned right with all those 3 guys still alive again.
Ugh.
So I will admit, this is where I was using save states to an extent, because that way if I died, I didn't lose as much progress.
That's fair.
This combat gets a little ridiculous. There we go. Knock you down, push the switch, open that up, and let's keep moving. Let's see. Virgin Interactive dropped funding for this project, which so basically this thing took them like this game took them 6 years of going through development hell, jumping from publisher to developer. It was. I can understand why this would put him off from doing any other games, but
yeah. Also knowing that Virgin was originally a part of the project, that definitely doesn't surprise me, considering that like beautifully animated 2D platformers was pretty much their MO for like a good. Oh sheet.
Oh,
I think we both get satellite.
Oh.
Nah, okay, let's just do the scene again. But yeah,
Let's try that again, but actually do it right.
Fair. Yeah, no, that was the thing they actually did a lot of.
There was Aladdin, there was Pinocchio, there was Lion King. I don't remember what else that they did under their supervision.
Did they do Cold Shadow?
I think
With Malibu, whatever?
Maui Mallard.
aka Not Donald Duck.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much. I don't think that was Virgin, but I think it was under that same whole campaign Disney Interactive was doing at the time.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it was still Eastwood, because wasn't that the specific division that did the animation for those games?
I believe so.
Or was it Westwood, I mean?
Either or. It might have been Westwood.
Alright, as we head down here. Yo!
You!
Okay, pal, you got a microsecond to get my dog before I blow your nose for good.
Oh! Good lord, you can even see the slob on his lips.
Yeah, you gotta, like, get... I hate how gross he looks. But hey, he wants to work together.
And we're
Okay.
sure he's totally legit on this, right?
But you stay here while I get the rest
Oh, he is 100% a scumbag. But we're gonna help him for now, because either way, it's as good a plan as any to stop the Heart of Darkness and the Master of Evil. So,
Which makes
we
me
have
realize all of a sudden, with that thing blown up, whatever happened to the other amigos?
Oh, they maybe... Oh, their war may have gone into a... Oh, I hope we gotta save them. So, with renewed motivation to save them as quickly as we can...
Oh,
hang on.
not like that.
Crouch. There we go. Oh,
Oh, hello.
Oh, devil damn.
Very quick on the draw there.
Yeah, okay, at least you saved the progress. So this part's going to be a little bit of some repetition. This is like the only time you'll actually see me use the, my lovable crossfade transition, because the cross dissolve transition, because what's happening is basically there is a large, like little tower of screens here, and fortunately for us, all of the meteor's pieces, asterisk at the end later, are in this little tower. So we basically need to continue climbing up it, and every time we find a piece, we then need to escort it down. So keep that held, or whatever. Then we have to escort it all the way back down to the minion guy. So for instance, right here is the next rock.
How many
Hang on.
pieces are there again?
I want to say there are roughly 4. Yeah. So there was the first one we got. There's this. Okay, so I guess there's 3. There was the first one we got. The second one, which now needs to be. Before I can continue forward, I need to take this all the way back to the minion. So I need to knock it over to the left. Fortunately, while holding this down, I can press it with the gun.
That's good.
Yeah.
Push that over to the left. That it drops into the little pile here. Otherwise, that thing would not stay down long enough. Then nudge it along this way.
Does
And
make
that-
you wonder exactly how many screens are technically active when you're on one.
That I'm actually.
Obviously those that are next next to the
Well,
screen you're already in, like whether you're going left or up or down, like all
defi-
those would have to be active. But beyond that, not sure what else.
So yeah, here I'm going to cross dissolve because otherwise, it's the same climb. And when I start escorting the rock down, it's going to be the exact same, climb down as well. But anyway, it has to at least save at least the screen you're currently on and whatever's neighboring, because there have definitely been...
Any day now.
You
This is
gonna
the
move?
part. This is the part when I realized he was not timed. He was on a cycle of moving around. So basically, I need to, before he makes all the way to the far left switch, quickly jump ahead.
Ooh.
Now we're good. I'm gonna kill these guys before they interrupt my plan. Double jump over. And beyond that, there we go. Oh, where was I going with this? That it has to be at least a neighboring screen because you're right. There have definitely been times where I'm fighting things, and I'm able to like continue the fight while following after them, like with their position saved. So it's got to be something like that.
Also, I'm just realizing a good handful of those statues in the background, at least some of them, I think are in the same freaking... They have the same enemy as that freaking pink demon we keep on. We need to give the pieces to.
So it's lore. They've been the underling race or whatever. Anyway,
I guess so.
Last little puzzle, which is whichever switch is being pressed, that's which door is going to be held. So you got to go up, down, up. So first up, then down, so we can then access this one to shoot it onto the next elevator. Then back up.
Up, down, up,
Wait, why
down,
can't you
left,
use that,
right.
that ladder that was on the far right?
Oh, I just decided not to. I'll use it now if you'd like. Yay.
You may kiss it if you like.
You may take a Zyke bike if you like. Grab this. And from this point, again, I'm gonna also do another cross is all fade because again, once I start climbing down, it's the same process as before. It's a little, I was about to say a little tedious. It's what this game does.
Yay, padding.
Come on, there you go. Again, I don't mind what they're doing with it. I think there was still some really fun details in this game. I will not discredit what I will not discredit what Caddy and Completionist and Matt are thinking about the game. I'm fine again with looking at it as what its legacy has to show for it.
Yeah,
should fix
it's one of those things where you can definitely, appreciate its ambitious nature and everything. It's just that you still have to judge it as a game. And as a game, it's definitely got its holes.
Right. Oh,
Oh, it's on the final bridge.
Oh.
We have to have it.
And so he tells us that way.
That way, stupid!
Stupid.
Thank you, Sammy's dog. What's her name again? The voice we've been giving that character?
oh, Sam's dog is named Pepperin. I think the whole thing started because I don't know that there was one call that we had where Sammy's dog, who is kind of like a little gremlin in her own right. She was like aggravating Sam, and just to see what kind of reaction she got. Oh, poor doggy.
Oh!
Dogs.
Oh,
You have a microsecond to find my little doggy woggy.
That's rude.
Where's your little doggy woggy gone now, huh? Where is he?
What a jerk.
yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just continue. I mean, yeah, so clearly we shouldn't be helping him. He's clearly going to, like, betray us the next minute he gets, the second we, like, give him the power. Anyway, so yeah, with Pepper, so when did that voice start?
I don't know what it was. At first it was just me just seeing what kind of voice would get a reaction out of Sam, and it eventually ended up with this high-pitched, almost, I want to say German accent, but frankly I can't quite pinpoint if this even is an actual accent you can find in the world.
I guess it's close enough.
Yeah, it definitely sounds German.
It was a mixture of that voice and the weird things that I would say, as well as how in character I would just address Sam as Homan, that she just was very amused by.
Oh, that's cute. Well, and with that, kind of with no real fanfare at the moment, welcome to the final boss, actually.
Wait, what?
So this is the final encounter. It is 3 screens of intensifying numbers of enemies. And the other thing is that you think that maybe we're doing all this, rather stealthily. No, the Master of Darkness knows we're here now.
Oh, well, there he is.
And but all he really does is he sends these like waves of fireballs our way.
Well, it's a good thing we can just inexplicitly double jump.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, it's just a weird like flip in the air. Which beyond that, that's basically all I would say. This is probably where the difficulty rises up the most. Is just it's just managing all the enemies that are on screen and when to fire. So I guess that's where I would say this game differs definitely from Another World. Another World is more time to take in what's around you and like have the puzzles and stuff. Here, it is like close-minded, like my eyes are like just focusing on the combat and nothing else. Here's the next screen. Then there'll be one more screen after this to go through. Actually, no, I think this is it. Actually, because because then this is the final screen.
Oh, jeez. Even dealing with the
boy.
elites, that's got to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, so I need to try and whittle the numbers down as best as I can while dealing with the Master of Darkness' fireballs. This is something where if I did not have save states to allow myself to go from screen to screen and have little checkpoints for myself throughout the boss, this probably would have taken me another 10 minutes to get through, because there can be so much, and sometimes you may just get unlucky and the enemy will get 3 fireballs off on you, and you just can't dodge them all in time because you didn't take them out fast enough.
Man, with like the excessiveness of all the enemies they're throwing at you, it just makes me think back to... I know we mentioned it a few times, and I think Doug said he was interested in doing it for us. Just makes me think back to the Deadpool game, where like the final boss encounter is literally just the game tossing so many enemies, and a few bosses right at the same time.
Goodness.
And pretty much a whole amalgamation of them at once. Anyway.
Just like that. That's it.
That's
We
the
got
end of
the
the
last
game.
piece. I got it for you, Mr. Minion. The hell?
Oh?
Someone got him first.
Who, though?
Oh, and it's rolling. Oh, he's gonna get squished.
Oh, well, serves you right, dick shit.
Oh!
Oh. Wow. Amigo!
Oh,
he's
you
not
killed a
dead.
man.
Well, don't
I
worry.
complimented
That,
things.
that man killed our dog, so...
Yeah, no, he got what he deserves. Anyway, they'll lower the rock down, we can pop the sucker in, and blow up the darkness.
Yahoo!
I think that's how that works. Yeah! Oh,
Ooh.
Lord.
I'll put it back in.
Yeah!
Oh,
That was so deliciously 90s it almost hurt. Now, into the heart of darkness the light goes.
It just gets better and better.
oh no.
Which actually, yeah, for anyone who's noticed, yes, the Master of Darkness does kind of look a little bit like the Professor from the start of the game, doesn't he?
He does. Maybe it's his shadow.
Oh
Trademark.
boy.
Oh,
Like
boy.
we have a choice!
The land! Oh, they captured the
It's
minion.
all... Well, yeah, good riddance to him, but yeah, no, the whole place is literally being flooded.
Yeah.
Get out of there!
No, and... Oh!
Oh.
Thank God we haven't been torn to
Oh.
shreds.
Oh,
But
there
he
goes
certainly
his eye.
has.
Oh.
You see, I may have fibbed a little. We're not done just yet.
Oh,
Oh.
The Heart of Darkness.
now we really are in darkness.
Oh.
Our gun does not work here. All we can do is swipe with it. So what we're looking for is 2 enemies. This enemy that we want to hit and back away from, otherwise that hand will kill us. And this enemy. Just whack it once.
Can I just say, like, what's stopping us from using the gun again?
I guess it's solar. I don't know. Just some energy. Maybe its batteries expended after all that.
Yeah, probably out of power at this point.
I'll just be quiet for a second. Like this again, the ambience of this game has been really like interesting. How they did all this.
Yeah, no, this is pretty sick.
It would definitely be intense, and but don't worry. If you were to say die on some of these screens, you'll just respawn at the start of this section. You don't have to do the final boss again.
Thank
Okay.
God.
Just,
This may as well be a victory lap for all I know.
I could see that. Just a little bit more.
It's literally Andy overcoming his fear of the dark.
I mean, yeah, just swiping this stuff blindly. Speaking of Maximo, I'll get back to that eventually. And
All in due time, but light!
this be
Hello?
no.
The doggo! Oh!
Oh!
Wait a minute.
It's a good thing
Oh.
you stopped. You could have bludgeoned the poor thing.
Yeah. Thought I'd clock him.
Oh.
So maybe it was.
It was all a dream.
It better not have been. After all that, our ship got wrecked. But anyway, after a nice little dinner.
I mean, come on. Wouldn't it really have made sense that we were really this boy genius type?
Also, that boy's pajamas.
Yeah, those are very ugly pajamas.
That's why you're getting bullied at school. It's not the night. It's not the fear of the dark, kid. You gotta get out of the feety pajamas. You're in middle school.
Wait,
What's?
the darkness isn't really all that bad.
I mean, as long as you have a gun, nothing's that bad, really. Oh,
Oh, wait.
oh no. Eh?
Aww. Oh,
Alright.
what a jerk. Really, Andy?
Maybe his experiences have helped him a little bit.
I guess so.
You know what? Pajama Sam 1 did this better, maybe. I don't care. I think we're ready to sleep without the lights on.
Okay, boy?
For the first time, Andy went to sleep with the lights off.
That's nice, dear.
That's not son. Eh? The
Hmm?
movie's not over?
Is this sequel bait?
Never.
I was wondering what happened to Nico.
So I guess maybe it's implied that, you know what? Maybe there is a real land of darkness around there.
Oh,
Nice.
junk?
Oh, it's our ship.
They're picking apart through the
Hey.
pieces that landed there. So maybe there is a real, like, world of darkness. Hola.
Hola.
I speak alien language too, and I don't get what this
Camera.
is.
Well, I mean, without the threat of the shadow demons around, I mean, what else can they do aside from just futz around? Jeez.
Hey, head honcho's still
Oh, that's right, there's still that guy.
Ego face? Okay, anywho. Let's see if we can get this radio working. Just fiddle around with it a little bit.
He'll figure it out.
Oh.
Just turn up the dial, and...
Maybe this station's got some tunes.
Ah, a music maker.
That, my friends, is no ordinary music maker. That be the orchestra that Bowden did. Thank you, Mr. Minion. It's time for the end credits.
Jeez, at that point they were just fucking around.
Yeah, I don't know what really. All I can see being confirmed is the fact that yes, there really was there really was a dark lands that we were exploring, and bravissimo.
Thank you.
I'd like to say some words.
Thank you. You're not kind enough.
That's that. That's the end of that. So, no, I want to get more than
Go squish, you
Dude.
bug.
oh Lord. So again, I'm gonna say thank you to these guys for the work they did on this game. I still think there was some really cool concepts into this. The fact they tried to actually take a fantasy movie and make it playable, and whatever he's up to. I don't know. What did you guys think of the game?
I mean, it's pretty crazy as far as what this game tries to do, and I mean, having not really played it myself, I can't really judge how harsh of a game it really is, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is one of those. It's definitely an interesting time capsule, if nothing else.
Yeah, I'd have to
I think
agree.
that's fair. I think that's fair.
Let's see. Paint the eyes, the top of
Yeah,
the head.
they must have really loved this guy, despite the fact he's literally butt naked.
I hate that he's flesh colored. Yeah, with like a little belly button. Anywho.
And the little gross out details on his lips.
He's a robot.
Okay, I think we're done with him for now. So I will say actually, because we're getting close to the end of the game. There is one thing I did omit from this playthrough,
What's
which
that?
is that it's so bizarre. Get this, at the very end of this game, after you beat it, what happens is the minion shows up and he's wearing red and blue 3D glasses, and he tells you put on your 3D glasses now, and then press start to continue. And what happens is two animated sequences. One being it's like a cute little sequence of all the models in game sitting down in a movie theater to get ready to watch. There's Bruce Broughton. And the other thing is you get to see that final cutscene just before you went into the darkness land, like when everything was blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
Everything starts playing in stereoscopic 3D, like in Sly 3.
Huh.
It's like this really bizarre inclusion, and I can only assume maybe they included 3D glasses with it. I don't know, but
Otherwise,
I-
yeah, that would seem a little random.
yeah, I decided not to include it because I mean, what the heck are we? Nobody has those kind of glasses anymore. I got the last pair I ever had was because of a Shark Boy and Lava Girl DVDs I had a long time ago. Not gonna lie, I had those.
Funny coincidence. I think Sly 3 was the only other time I actually had 3D glasses like that.
Right, because they included them in the game case itself. They're like
Right.
special thief vision or you ever have a copy? You ever have a pair of those glasses, Hype?
With Sly 3, I think I had one of them, and I actually do remember the Shark Boy and Lava Girl one. In fact, also Spy Kids 3D, they also did that whole thing with their promotions as well.
That's right. And I remember what I liked about all of them was I loved that they would always like go to the extra mile to like make also Bowles' last name is lowercase. I never understood that. Anyway, I always liked that they went the extra mile of having the 3D glasses have different designs and stuff, like different colors, different like frames, quote unquote. But yeah, that's kind of about it. I'm not going to discredit what Matt said. I do think there are some very glaring difficulty spike curves issues with this game.
You know what? I'll say this much. I do think, as far as a weird-ass, world is concerned, it's a really interesting one.
Oh,
and
yeah.
if nothing else, like, say if this game ever got some sort of revival or whatever, I think I honestly would be all the more down for it. Just, make it a much more fair experience.
Right.
Yeah.
Give it some more accessibility, but
Hi,
yes.
Mark Cerny.
Hey. But yeah, I'm put on the record. I would be up for playing this game again if it got some cool anniversary thing like what Another World did. But for now, emulating the PlayStation 1 will have to do. But yeah, we're at the thanks now. So hey, Tim Schafer.
Oh.
Yeah, that's about it.
Actually, I don't think that's the same Tim Schiffer we're thinking of.
Probably not. But yeah, that's
1998. Jeez, it really was that long. It really was that late into its life cycle.
Yep, that's it. So again, thank you guys for joining. That was another little look at playthrough knocked out. I'm gonna hopefully find some other fun ones to show off. But yep. So stay tuned for more fun and shenanigans with us this year.
Buddy will live.
That little squeal he did, I always loved that. Anyway, see you guys.
Yeah.